He wants to get rid of his lawyer. This makes no sense to me. Here's what I'm going to encourage you. I want the victim here at the next pretrial, okay? I'm ordering her to appear. I don't care however you do it, whether you call her, tell her the judge wants her here on July the 14th at 9:30. But if she doesn't show up, I'm going to entertain a motion to dismiss. I want you to listen to me. You can represent yourself if you want. I don't know why you'd think you could do better if you went to Macomb County Community College. No disrespect intended whatsoever. It's more than some people do. This guy's been practicing law for 30 years, right? 35?
I can't believe it. 35, 36 years.
He's a good lawyer.
Thank you, Jim.
This is a serious case. You got a domestic violence charge. I'm just telling you, I'd urge you to reconsider. You have the right to represent yourself. You do. Everybody does. You could be charged with murder and you could still be allowed to represent yourself. It's just, I'm telling you, as a guy who's been around the block here, you're hurting yourself by representing yourself. You don't know anything about the rules of evidence, do you? Do you know what the rules of evidence are? I could take 10 days to explain those to you. There's all kinds of legal objections that you don't know anything about, sir. There's manners in which you can and can't ask questions. I'm just encouraging you not to get rid of your lawyer. I'll be glad to give you 2 weeks, but because the case is still pending, 5 weeks later means nothing to me.
It's just that, like, this was supposed to be my final pretrial, or then it was supposed to be a pretrial. It's going to be last time I was in court. It was supposed to be a final pretrial, and it just, this time's been going on. And I don't have a place to live right now. I'm living off a hotel, paying $500 a week.
Where at?
Days in the morning. I'm from Sterling Heights. I don't live on this area. I have a home, and I lost my home while facing through these battles and tough times right now. In the process of going to court of my home that I'm living in, I'm about to be evicted. And I don't even live at that home. So in this case, that where the other victim's not here, is not showing up, that's why I'm like, literally.
Who's the victim in this case, Mr. Graziani?
It's an ex-girlfriend.
Is she living in the house?
She was living in the house. I suggested him that he could move in, with permission from the court. However, it appears that everything's been shut off and it's basically a little, without any water, Judge. It's pretty bad from what I understand. But for the record, what Mr. Hussein.
Hang on one second. Can you staple this and mark this P? You're not helping by getting rid of your lawyer and representing yourself. Let me be blunt about it.
Understand.
So why don't I do this?
It's just that I put the judge speak. I'm trying to figure out what my final pretrial is, and I'm trying to understand that the victim isn't coming here.
Well, I can make him come.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's just that.
Call him Ms. Holloway again, John.
Good. I'm trying to understand that, like, this issue is, I'm trying to have it resolved. I'm trying to get back on my feet, go to work. I can't go to work. I don't have my car. I don't have a home. I don't have a place to live.
Have you guys conversed with the victim on this case involving Mr. Hussein?
Yes, Your Honor. As of yesterday, I believe I spoke to the defense. She is still cooperating.
That means she wants to proceed.
He wants to get rid of his lawyer. This makes no sense to me. Here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. I want the victim here at the next pretrial, okay? I'm ordering her to appear. I'm setting this for July the 14th. At what time, Lisa? 9:30 or something?
Yes, 9:30.
Just to clarify, are you ordering people to send out a subpoena?
Yeah, I don't care however you do it, whether you call her, tell her the judge wants her here on July the 14th at 9:30. But if she doesn't show up, I'm gonna entertain a motion to dismiss. Now, I'm gonna encourage you to keep your lawyer for the time being. You're not helping yourself by getting rid of your lawyer, okay? You're making it worse. Do you understand that? Now, if you want, since you seem to be in a hurry, if you want, I can set it for trial today too, or another day. I'll be glad to do that for you.
Or is that the final pre-trial?
Well, I'm gonna have a final pretrial in 2 weeks, at which time the victim has to appear. And if she doesn't appear, I'm gonna dismiss the case on motion of your lawyer. You can also set a trial, whether a jury or a bench trial, 4 weeks down the road or 3 weeks down the road. So if you guys want to entertain that, either a jury demand or a bench trial, but he wants to get rid of you, so maybe you don't want to make that decision.
Judge, I feel uncomfortable at this time.
Are you willing to keep your lawyer through the next pretrial?
Is that in 2 weeks, July 14th?
Yes. I'm not gonna be here next week, so I can't do it next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you want, I'll get rid of your lawyer. You're making a big mistake.
Yeah, I love, it's fine. I don't like that.
You want him to?
Yeah.
July 14th, 9:30. We'll see everybody here then. Thank you. Charles Bejuan Boyd. Two 6W706997.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziani, here on behalf of Charlotte Boyd. Judge, we had the opportunity to review the precinct.
Your name, sir?
Charles Boyd.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Judge, we had the opportunity to review precinct's report. There's no additions, deletions, or corrections. We are asking, however, that the no contact order be lifted. We have evidence that shows that his daughter contacted my client and,
Where's she at?
currently,
Well, no, I'm asking, is she here, Lisa Tahari Boyd?
Oh, not on Zoom.
Judge, she's not here. We do have evidence of text messages from her, which indicate that she wants to move back with Mr. Boyd, and
Well, I gotta have her here to tell me that. I can adjourn the sentencing a week or two or 2 weeks and have her,
Judge, if we.
I can have probation call her. I mean, I'm not gonna look at text messages that she sent him without her being here and lifting a no contact provision, whether it's part of a bond or part of a sentence.
Judge, if I may, if we could possibly adjourn this matter simply for an hour. It was adjourned before. It was our understanding that parties would show up. Unfortunately, she hasn't shown up. I think transportation is an issue.
She can Zoom, but she can't. Let me do this. I constantly am looking for the prosecutor and I can't remember what number she's into. Do you have any idea what number Ms. Holloway's in, counsel? I mean, Lisa. I believe I need to get a hold of Ms. Holloway. I'm gonna have her call the victim and tell her I want her to Zoom in.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much.
She's in a breakout room. I'll try to move her out.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the interruption. May I have a breakout room too, please?
With Miss Alui?
Asmaro.
Or Miss Asmaro. Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
It's okay.
Yeah, I can't get her to move, Judge. I'm sorry.
Do you know what conference?
Oh, there she
room?
is. There she is.
Ms. Holloway, can you state your name on this, please? This is on Charles Boyd.
Hi, good morning.
Your name, please?
Noor Alawi on behalf of the people, PA 6528.
This is a sentencing on Charles Boyd. He pled to attempt DV. This involved his daughter, Tahari Boyd. I'm hoping the defense lawyer is asking me to lift the no contact provision. He wants me to look at text messages. I'm not going to do that, but I think in fairness, they want me to lift it saying she requested it in messages sent to the defendant. And I have a no contact. I'm going to ask that you or the victim's advocate call Ms. Boyd and ask her to zoom in here at about half an hour or so. And then I can address it. Fair enough?
We can do that, Your Honor. Just to clarify, this one isn't my case, but I will tell the victim advocate right now to speak to her, and Natalia Asmaro can.
These days, I'm
be on
going to
the
figure
record.
out who gets what here, you know?
That's okay. We'll handle it. Thank you. Your
Thank you
Honor.
very much. Thank you. You can have a seat, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Now, do you have that marked?
Oh.
All right. Recalling James Allen Kennedy. 26G703768. They came in with a big packet. I've had the whole thing marked. Counsel, your appearance.
Jason Kazmarek on behalf of James Kennedy. James Kennedy.
I'll be happy to take your no contest plea to operating while intoxicated first, with the understanding that the super drunk will be dismissed, and further with the understanding that there was an accident and apparently there's an allegation that some were injured as a result of the defendant's intoxication. So I'll go ahead and take that. Do you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You plead no contest to the charge of operating while intoxicated. The possible penalties are up to $500 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all of those 6 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. And your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
I do.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by court or a trial by jury. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, and to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all your rights, including your right to a jury trial. And you're waiving the presumption of innocence and waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Now, a no contest plea, as I said, has the same effect as a guilty plea. You understand that?
I do.
I'm going to ask you how you wish to plead to the charge of operating while intoxicated, first offense.
Plead no contest.
All right, counsel, I've had the report marked. You said you stipulate to the admission of it for purposes of the plea, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it real quick.
Sure.
All right. Based upon my review, I see. Based upon my review of the report, and there's a big stack here, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Sir, are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead no contest?
No.
Plea is accepted to no contest to that charge. I find the plea has been made voluntarily and understandingly and is an accurate plea. He's soon to be 25, correct, counsel?
Yes.
Has he had any criminal contacts other than this one? He had an MIP at 19.
A juvenile, I think. Yeah, I don't remember anything else.
Couple leaving the scene of a property damage. I want you going to alcohol. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say a personal bond, $1,000. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. no alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. And you are to attend AANA at least twice a week. You have to go in person. You have to go in person. And every time you go, you have to have the form signed. No contact with prosecution witnesses. When I say that, we can give you a form. You seek out my court officer. You're coming here for a screening and assessment. We're going to hand you an AA verification form. Every time you go, you have to have somebody there verify your attendance by signing it for you. AA twice a week in person, and you have to go to the Gibraltar Police Department, be fingerprinted and photographed today by 2 p.m. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
We're going to send over an order to them. So you'll come back here, you'll fill out a questionnaire, you'll be interviewed, and then you'll go over to the Gibraltar Police Department to be photographed and fingerprinted. And we'll set a sentencing date, AA twice a week, no contact with prosecution witnesses. Also, no alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. What do you have for me as a sentencing, Lisa?
July 14th at 8:30.
Good with you, Mr. Kazmarek?
I'm sorry, July 14th at what time?
8:30?
Can we do the following week?
Yeah,
If possible.
21st
That'd be great.
at 8:30. Okay? Any
Thank you, sir.
questions, Mr. Kazmarek or Mr. Kennedy?
No, Judge.
Thank you very much. Good luck, sir. Come on over to the courthouse. Thank you.
Thank you.
People against Sanchez Gomez and Edundo Andres Sanchez Gomez, 26M 690 991. What is this? Informal. Okay, where's Mr. Sanchez Gomez? Is he here? What's your name, sir? You have to unmute. Now you muted again. Tell me your name. Unmute. There you go. Tell me your
Oh,
name.
me? Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Edmundo Andres Sanchez.
All right. Well, you're a winner today. The officer didn't show up. Case dismissed. It was scheduled for 10. It is now 10:36. You're all set. Just be, let me see here. Just slow down a little bit, okay? Good
I
luck
will
to
for
you.
sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Butler.
Bye-bye.
People against Butler. Damian Deshaun Butler, 216-706-769.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your great staff, Attorney Quentin Dox, number 79657. On behalf of my client, Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler, state your full name for the record.
Damian Deshaun Butler.
All right. I didn't even see this report, but apparently it came in. And all right. So, counsel, you stipulate we're going to have a competency hearing, and it says that you and the prosecutor stipulate to the competency report, unless you see a reason to. I'm going to just go ahead and have this marked. You stipulate I can use the police report to establish establish a competency here.
That's right. Yeah.
Not the police report. Forgive me. Jeez.
I know.
I'm sorry. You stipulate to the admission of the competency report.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I've had that marked Peoples 1. So I've reviewed the report and just give me 1 second here. Thank you. Court has reviewed the report and the findings of Margot Gilbert, licensed psychologist. The court finds the defendant competent to stand trial. Make sure that stays as a non-public record here. And Then, when are we gonna do the exam? Can we do it on the 14th?
Yes, Your Honor, believe if we could do 1 o'clock, that's fine.
You have an afternoon flat rock that day, Judge?
Can you not do it in the morning?
Your Honor, I'm jammed in the morning. Yeah, I'm jammed in the morning in Third Circuit Court.
What about the 21st?
I can do it then, Your Honor. That's fine.
We'll do it the 21st at 10:45, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
21st at 10:45.
Have a
We'll
great
have the
holiday.
defendant read it out. All right, thank you very much. I'll see you guys here then. Thanks. This is definitely going, right, Mr. Docs?
Yes, it's definitely going.
Okay, we'll see you on that date. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have to come up with a date for me, Mr. Garrison. Lucas D. Bowman, 26M709-278B. Your name?
Good morning again. For the record, Trevor Garrison for Mr. Bowman.
You guys couldn't resolve this?
I tried, Your Honor. I've tried. I mean, you got dash cam video. It's going under 70. I don't know.
Well, going under 70?
He's going under 70, according to the dash cam.
All right,
But
July 28th. What time are we doing?
great. Yeah, I was going to suggest that, but would it please be all right if I could get there around 10:45, 11?
Yeah, 10:45, July
Excellent.
28th at 10:45, formal hearing. Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right,
Oh.
have a good day. Thanks.
Well, one last question. I'm so sorry. Some judges go either way. Do you want my client there in a civil infraction? He lives in Ohio.
Yeah,
At a
he's
formal
gonna,
hearing.
we're having a formal hearing. Yep,
right,
he's
thank
gonna
you.
have to be here. Okay?
Yep.
Thanks. Wilkins, Alexander the third, 26M665-269 A and B. Is this yours, Mr.? He left? All right. I'm gonna have to wait for him. Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Judge.
Can you go get him, see if you can see Mr. Graziani out there, please? All right.
What's that? He's right now, but fine. I don't know. Still, yeah. So you want to look on Peter? Yeah. I just wanted to Lisa first. I was having a meeting. I was going to do it.
All right, people against Wilkins, Alexander the third, 26M665-269 A and B. Good morning, Mr. Graziani.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziani, attorney on behalf of Wilkins Alexander, who's on my left.
Your name, sir?
Wilkins Alexander the third.
All right, so he's going to plead guilty to the charge. Consider dismissing count 2. To no license, correct?
To no ops, yes.
To no ops or to no license? He does have a valid license, does?
Judge, what's happened is he's been trying to get the license because of logistical concerns. It just,
He's got a valid license, it says.
he does not have a valid license. Is that correct, sir?
Why does it say valid on here?
Judge, what happened is he attempted to get a license. He had difficulty in one of the prerequisites in the course, did not pass that course all the way successfully, 90% of the other things. And because of the schedule that you have, it's necessary that we are at this time.
All right, so you're gonna plead to no ops, correct? And they're gonna dismiss count 2. If you plead to no ops, possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Judge, in this situation, I'm asking for mercy because this gentleman has attempted to work very hard to getting his license and it just,
I'm just taking the plea as charged, though. This is more than no ops, right? He did not have a valid license, correct?
that is correct, sir.
So if you plead guilty to this charge, The possible penalties on this are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those, right? You understand that? And then I'll dismiss the civil infraction of, using a handheld device. Do you understand that? If you plead guilty, you're giving up all the rights on the advice of rights form. Do you understand that? You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. At a trial, you have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Do you understand? All right. If you plead guilty, we're not going to have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that? To the charge, keep your voice up. No license. How do you plead? Were you operating a motor vehicle March 6th at 26 on Telegraph near Dix at Brownstown at 10:55 in the morning?
Yes,
Did you have a valid license at that time? Are you on probation or parole?
No, I am not.
Anybody in this world force you to plead guilty?
No.
Plea is accepted. Count 2 is dismissed. Prohibited use of a handheld device. All right, I'll sentence him. What do you have to say?
Judge, basically, that this gentleman's attempted everything possible because of time constraints and money constraints. It hasn't been completed, but it was mostly that one incident that took place when he was taking a course. And so as a result of it, I hope you have some mercy.
What?
He attempted to take a course, judge, and he was unsuccessful in completing a course. There was one part of the course that he was unsuccessful in. That's why we're here, sir.
You gonna go back and try it again?
Yeah. Giving up.
Anything you want to tell me?
Well, that's
Tell you that I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm trying to get my license. That's what I want. And
Rihanna Golden.
You look like you're in a. Yeah, you got to turn some lights on.
Sorry, I was waiting for the thing.
All right, you're fine there. All right. You're asking to withdraw. You say you got a conflict.
I do. I previously represented someone that is listed as a witness on the prosecutor's witness list and is named in the discovery. So I do believe that if this were to go to trial, I would have to cross-examine a previous client of mine, and I just think that that is a conflict under the professional.
I'll go ahead and grant your motion to withdraw. We're going to appoint a new lawyer, or is somebody from NDS going to be here?
No, Judge, so unfortunately, NDS rule is that
Yeah.
one has
Yeah.
to withdraw.
Adjourn. Lisa, can we call over there and try to schedule the PCC for next week?
Yeah, I can have somebody here next week.
And then July 14th preliminary exam, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
So we'll make the PCC at what time? At 10 on July 7th, and then July 14th at 11 preliminary exam, okay? Do you have an order for me to sign?
I did not prepare an order, but I can submit that to your court if you would like.
Would you do that? They can give you a form order down there if you want to fill it out and bring it back, and I'll sign it. It'll be done, okay?
Sounds good, Judge. I will do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so you're saying that we'll see you next week, Ms. Golden. I'm granting your lawyer's motion to withdraw. So we'll see you July 7th at 10.
I'll come in person July 7th, or I'll come back in Zoom.
You can come back on Zoom next Tuesday at 10.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
And Judge, would I get that form from?
They'll give it to you right down in the clerk's office at the end of the hall. Thank you. Is Ms. Boyd on? I was told she's in a breakout room.
She should, yeah, I gave her the Zoom information, Your Honor, so she should be on there.
She has not logged on.
Let me call her real quick then.
Okay, thank you. Martin. Cortez Laban Martin. 25B 714039. It is up with all these substitutions. I've never seen so many. Come on up here. 2625B 714039.
Morning, Judge Patrick Ninehouse, P7.
How you doing?
On behalf of Mr. Martin, who's present.
Your name?
Mr. Martin.
Is there a reason we can't do this on the 14th?
Yes, I have a jury trial scheduled in Pontiac. And I tried, Judge.
That's all right.
I'm actually working on adjourning two things.
No, that's fine.
So we can do this on the 21st.
We'll adjourn this. We'll set the preliminary exam for July the 31st. No reason to set a probable cause conference?
No, Judge.
Set July 31st at 11, preliminary exam. Okay?
Judge, okay, and if it's possible, because these officers both work nights, could I call the court and we can maybe move it up to like 9 or something like that, if I can move my Oakland County stuff?
I can't.
No, okay, that's
I
fine.
mean, I've got, usually we do the pre-trials and the probable cause conferences.
No, it's 11 o'clock for us, fine, Judge. I just
Okay.
wanted to,
Well, I'll tell you what, let's make it 10:30. Is that what you want? I can do that. We'll do it at 10:30, July 21. That'll help with it, I guess. Okay?
okay.
All right. And I've signed your order so you can take the file and they'll give you a copy, true copy of it.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Have a good day.
You want to take that, you want me to take the file up front?
Yeah, sure. You can do that. John, hand him the file, will you? Or Sadie. Do we have Ms. Boyd on yet?
She's supposed to be logging on, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks. Good luck, sir. Go down the hall, get your new notice, okay? Thank you. Oh, boy. John.
I think you're pretty good. Pretty good. We're almost done in the morning. Got a couple things that we want.
As always, is this she on this case?
Do you need this background because it's my daughter? Do we need Miss Asmero?
Well, just tell her the victim's here. If she has something to say, she can come in, okay? People against Charles Bajuan Boyd, 26W706997.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziani, appearing on behalf of Charles Boyd.
Sir, your name? Ma'am, I need you to start your video now. You were on there a second ago, and I need to see your face.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, I need to see your face, not the top of your head.
Okay.
All right. What is your name?
Tihari Boyd.
Can I see your face? Not the,
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. How old are you?
17.
All right. Counsel, your client pled to attempted domestic violence. He was referred for a report, pre-sentence report. Have you reviewed the report, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
None, Judge. The only thing that I have is I'd like, because of his schedule, he'll be working some overtime at Ford. I'd like you to combine the work program with some community services and make it as feasible as possible.
Anything you'd like to say, sir?
Just
this whole situation can happen. It shouldn't be here, put myself here, you know, it's just, really want to get forward and get my daughter back on the right track. She's missed 58 days of school, all her just,
He feels a tremendous amount of guilt.
yeah, because we so crazy.
You're not missing school, are you, Tari?
Yeah, I did miss school because I had to move with my mom, and she's all the way in Westlands.
Okay, keep your voice up nice and loud. I'm getting old. I need to hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you got to keep your voice up nice and loud. Yeah, you missed school.
Yeah, I missed school because I had to move in with my mom, and she's all the way in Westland, and she can't keep making that drive. And she tried to transfer me to online for that school, but my dad didn't sign the paper, so I couldn't do online.
Do you want to have contact with your father again?
Yes, I do.
Look at me. I need to see your face, young lady. I need to see your face. The reason I had you called is because his lawyer said that you sent texts to your father saying that you wanted to be able to talk to him and see him and that type of thing again. Is that true or is that false?
Yeah, it's true.
You want to have contact with him?
Yeah.
You got to go to school. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
This happened back in March. How are you doing in school prior to March? How were you doing, I should say?
No, I wasn't doing in school. I was doing online.
You were online for school prior to the date of the incident?
No. I was doing in person
I
first.
need to see your face. I can't hear you. You've got to listen to me. The incident happened March 27 to 26.
Yeah.
How were you attending school in January, February, December, November, October, September? How were you going to school?
I rode the bus to school.
Okay, so you went, look at me. You went to school, right?
Yeah.
In Woodhaven, right?
Yeah.
What school were you going to?
Woodhaven High School.
How were you doing with your grades?
I was doing decent.
What's decent?
Like A's, C's, B's.
That's not decent. D's aren't good. What was your grade point average? Do you know?
No.
If you don't know your grade point average, you're probably not taking it very seriously. Listen to me. You're not going to make anything of yourself if you don't graduate from high school. You got no chance. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
You got a better chance of throwing a wiffle ball into 122-mile-an-hour wind than you do making it in life if you don't graduate high school. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, I understand.
That means you're going to be in poverty. You know what I mean by poverty, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants you to be in poverty. Okay?
Okay.
You got to work at this a little bit. Nobody gives us anything. Your father's got a good job. He works hard. They didn't just give it to him. And he wouldn't have it if he didn't graduate from high school. Now, I got to tell you something. I'm appalled by what your dad did, but you weren't exactly respectful with him either. That gives him, that is not an excuse for what he did. Smacking you is not an excuse for what he did. I want to be abundantly clear about that. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, I understand.
I want to read you something. And I want to know as you used the F word and called him bro.
Yeah.
He's not your bro. He's not your friend. He is your father, and you have no reason to use the F-bomb with him. You got it?
Understand.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to show respect.
Yeah, I understand.
You shouldn't have let it go this far. You should have never hit her though.
I agree.
But we got a problem here because your dad and your mom both want you to succeed. You cannot possibly succeed if you're not going to school. No way, no how. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care if you got 159 IQ. I don't care. You cannot succeed in this world if you don't go to school. Do we understand that?
Yes, I understand.
If we don't go to school, we do not graduate, and then we live in poverty for the rest of our lives. We do not want that for anybody. Do we understand that?
Yes, I understand.
And you need to be more respectful to your father, even though, as I said, there's nothing that justifies that conduct of his. Do we understand that you need to be more respectful?
Yes, I understand.
We understand that you need to respect authority.
Yes.
All of us have rules to comply with. I have rules. We all have rules. Now, you're sure you want to have contact with your father?
Yes, I'm positive.
12 months probation. We're going to release the bond conditions. Here are the new conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed at the probation department. And if you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. There's to be no assaultive, abuseful, or intimidating behavior, Mr. Boyd, toward your daughter, Tahari Boyd. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're to attend the domestic violence program with 8-week follow-up. I want you to do 3 days on the court work program. There's a $105 charge for that. Fines 100, costs 100, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. So your fines and costs are 3.25, screening fee 60 for 385, probation fees are 240 for 625, 730 is your total with the court work program fees. This was a plea to an attempt. So if you violate, you could get 45 days. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand all that? Yes? All right. I'm going to ask you, can you pay all these fines today?
That's it.
When can you, how much do you have to?
I won't get paid until Friday.
How much can you pay Friday?
Give you $200.
All right, $200 by, we're not open Friday, by July the 6th. You get paid weekly?
Yes.
Then $50 per week thereafter. Then 50 per week beginning July the 30th. I'm sorry, July the 13th. We understand that?
Yeah.
If you don't have the money, it's not a problem. You can either come into the courthouse on or before the due date at 8:30 or call the court and we'll go on Zoom. Young lady, I hope our little conversation is going to make you understand, though, that you have to do better for yourself, right? At the end of the day, we're responsible for our own selves. And maybe your father was wrong by yelling at you. And I read the report. I get it. You couldn't hear him in the shower. You said, I get that. But we don't not go to school. We cannot fail to go to school. We do not want to be living in a car like I see every day almost, or living in a hotel, or going room to room, house to house in different places because we can't afford to pay for our own apartment, house, whatever the case may be. So we understand, right, Tahari? You're gonna try to do better, right? You're gonna be more respectful and you're gonna try a lot harder in school, right?
Yes.
You can tell by talking to you, you're an intelligent lady. These are unacceptable. These are unacceptable. So you got to study. We got to work, right?
Yeah.
All right. I wish you guys well in mending your relationship. I really do. This is tragic. I hate to see father, son, mother, daughter. I hate to see any of this. Father, daughter, father, whatever.
Judge, thank you so much for.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thanks for keeping the front of the court out of this.
So
You're going to go meet with probation, okay? Right across the hall there. I don't have any other files here. Did you talk to the prosecutor, Ms. Tucker? You've been here a long time, it seems like.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
What's going on with you? You've been on there for an hour and a half and I don't have a file.
Christopher Walls. I was assigned this morning.
Okay. Did you talk to the prosecutor?
I did. We're gonna do a week's adjournment and an exam after that.
Okay. Do you have Mr. Walls's file? You do?
Mr.
How
Walls
about-
is no longer in the breakout room also.
How about Mr.
Spoken to him this morning too.
How about Mr. Bulahanis's file? Did he talk to?
Who's defendant?
Who's your defendant, Mr.
Yep.
Bulahanis?
Your Honor, my defendant is Nicholas Sakala, and I'm sorry.
No, I was just trying to get your file so I can get you out of here.
I haven't talked to, she hasn't been there for as long as I've been in the breakout.
Oh, who are you trying to talk to, Ms. Osmano?
Yeah, but may I say something real quickly, Your Honor?
Sure.
We haven't received, we requested the discovery. We haven't
Well,
received.
we're going to cover that when she's in here.
Okay.
Can you set up her in the breakout room with Mr. Bulahanis, please?
Yeah, I
Lisa?
had him in there. I've already had both of them in the breakout room with her.
I went into the main session, Lisa. I'm sorry. Can you
That's
put me
okay. I'll move you
there?
back. Yeah.
Thanks.
I need Mr. Walls back. But he disappeared.
Yeah, he's been here all morning and then now he's gone.
Nice. You want to call him, Ms. Tucker, and tell him to get on here? I mean,
Yep, I will give him a call. He gave me his number.
how many words?
I don't know how many they're sitting on. Graziani's got one. And then we got two with 1 o'clock.
We still have Todd Johnson.
So there's that.
I got it. Here.
Oh, she brought it in.
No, we've had it all day.
How'd you get it?
Jennifer's monitoring, hold on. I
Oh,
think the attorney did something else.
Is that the lawyer?
Alex Hill.
Yeah. He was going to get hold of his client. Or try to.
Okay, Your Honor, no answer. I left a voicemail message.
I'm going to have to issue a warrant for him. I mean, I know he was here, I guess, but why would he just take off and then not answer your phone call?
I do not know.
I don't either. Hmm. Jeez.
Oh, that's the one they just sent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
What did it say? Hold on a second.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's Mr. Bolanos, is the journeyman.
Okay.
We're ready to render to you
What's that?
for the exam, Mr. Daniel Gomez.
I'm ready. Absolutely.
I was ready 3 hours ago. Want me to do them all in here?
Sure.
Awesome.
Nicholas John Sakala, 26S 535-648.
Good morning, Your Honor. Greg Bulahanis on behalf of Nick Sakala. Your Honor, he just went to his vehicle because I asked him, I had him doing AA attendance meetings, and I told him I'd have, even though he hasn't been ordered, I want to see him before I make any representation to you. Here he is right now. And this occurred on 5/30/2026, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sakala, your name?
Nicholas John Sakala.
You gotta get a lot louder than that. What?
Nicholas John Sakala.
All right, Mr. Bulahanis, your appearance again?
Greg Bulahanis, P36431, on behalf of Nicholas Sakala, Your Honor.
Does he have any priors?
2012, he has a impaired.
Driving?
And this is operating a boat while intoxicated.
Does he stand mute, wait formal reading for
Yes,
purposes
Your
of
Honor.
arraignment?
Yep.
Not guilty, please entered. Well, not guilty, please entered. Were you printed and photographed that night, sir?
Yes.
All right. $1,000 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. I want you to go into AANA at least one time a week. Again, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. So I'm going to ask you to hand him I want him to go at least once a week going forward. Okay, we'll give you a pretrial date.
Your Honor, may I address the bond just briefly? He does a lot of work out of state. His next employment that takes him out of state is July 15th to 21st in Kentucky. He's going to Kentucky. He does go out of work at least once out of state at least once a month for employment purposes anyway. For employment purposes, Your Honor. So could we modify the bond to accept employment purposes?
I will do that. Now, so he can leave the state for employment purposes, and specifically, Can also leave between July 15 and July 21. We
Thank
can
you,
give him a
Your
pretrial date on the 14th. How's that?
One moment, Your Honor. I did want to indicate, I did see his AA attendance sheet, Your Honor, and he's attended 6 meetings already since
Good.
June 14th,
Okay.
and they're in person.
Okay, good.
One moment.
July 14th at 9:30 we gonna do?
1 second. I'm pretty booked on July 14th, Your Honor. I have 3 hearings in the morning. And couple of them are in person.
I'll do July 21st at 9:30 and your client can appear by Zoom. How's that?
Could we possibly make it at 8:30 because I have an implied consent
Do
at
it at
10?
8:30, but your client has to be pulled over, okay, if he's driving. July 21 at 8:30, so you can leave the state, sir, and you can appear by Zoom, all right? Good luck.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
I just got the discovery this morning. We're still waiting for video, just so the court's, advise of that.
Good enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff have a great day.
You too. Chadwick Francois Walls, 26F714814. Ms. Tucker, your name?
Tamika Tucker, P85402, on behalf of Chadwick Walls.
Did you get a hold of him? Where is he?
Your Honor, I do not know. I was assigned this morning, but I did speak to him in the breakout room. I did get a phone number from him. I have called him 6 times since we've been waiting, and left numerous voicemail message with the Zoom. And I am not getting a response.
I don't know what happened, but he was here a long time. I'll tell you what, I'm going to adjourn the PCC. I'm going to set a PCC for July the 7th. So you have to get a hold of him. What time can we do that, Lyndon or Lisa? Then July 14th exam.
9:45.
July 7th at 9:45, July 14th at 10:45. Is that good?
That's great. Oh, sorry.
No, you just have a lot that day. You want to do like 11:15?
Sure. We'll do that.
That's even better.
We'll do that at 11:15, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
But 9:45 next week. So make sure you get a hold of him and tell him if he doesn't show up, he's gonna have a warrant issued, all right?
I sure will.
Thank you.
Judge, those 3 tickets that were set on that 8:45 time, it only showed up on them, so I don't be on them. I think that's it though, other than the 1 PM and
Are they just department rep or what are they?
AAA Logistics and FBI Express,
Let me see him.
all set for 8:45.
There's no attorneys on those, Judge.
See here. All right. AAA Logistics Inc., 26S118463. Defendant is responsible, is charged by default. This is a corporation. So send them a notice, Lisa. And then if they don't pay, we'll show cause the president. MBI Express, 26S118469A. We're going to go ahead and find defendant responsible is charged by default. Same thing. If the defendant doesn't pay, we will go ahead and issue a show cause against the president. And also I have MBI Express 26S118469B. Same thing. That's just an overheight charge. And they're going to have to understand they're going to be taking care of that. We're going to be show causing the president. Thank you. Daniel Antonio Gomez, 26I712442. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matthew, and I'm about P58 930.
And James Mikowski, P6215, attorney Family Postmaster, Andy Lyric.
Good morning.
And sir, can you state your name for the record? No comments.
Okay, today's the date scheduled for preliminary examination. You can be seated, Mr. Gomez. We have, let's see here. 2 counts anyway. There are 3 counts. Assault with a dangerous weapon, 4-year, felony firearm, a 2-year. There will be no exam on reckless use of a firearm as set forth in count 3, since that's a misdemeanor. So any preliminary matters, Mrs. Morrow?
One preliminary matter, the OIC is standing to my right, Detective, full name Constantine, and just Second Harris, he did let me know that,
I can't hear you.
he did let me know that, and he has an appointment to get to, so if he could be excused, but closer to that time, so he can go to his appointment.
Any objection?
No objection, I don't think we'll be that long, Judge.
Okay, you can go ahead. Whenever you, what's your appointment? You need to leave now?
No, I got time.
Okay, so yeah, if you need to leave, you leave. Any other preliminary matters? Mr. Mikowski, any from you?
No, you're.
Call your first witness.
Stephen Jocelyn.
Come on right up here, sir, to the witness stand. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirmative penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give of these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have a seat. And you may proceed, Ms. Morrow.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning, Mr. Jocelyn. Mr. Jocelyn, could you please spell your first and last name?
Stephen. Last name Jocelyn, Jos, one N.
Thank you. And Mr. Jocelyn, I want to take you back to May 27, 2026. Do you remember that day?
Yes, I do.
And on that day, were you in Avenue Seller and
I'm sorry, Silver Island? Yes, go ahead.
Then the Township of Grovefield,
Yes,
County of Wayne?
yes.
And on that day, were you there earlier in the day or later in the day?
So it was like an afternoon thing. Okay.
Was it still bright out or dark?
Oh, it was right out.
Okay, who were you with that day?
So I was with Ashley and our children, or our girls.
Okay, how many kids do you have?
So I have one daughter, or I have two kids, but my daughter was there that day, and then Ashley has two daughters. So
Okay,
we're talking about three little girls.
okay, and what were you guys doing on Seller and Island?
So the girls like to play at the beach. There's a swing. They like to play in the sand. We were just hanging out.
Okay, were you guys on foot at the beach the whole time? Were you guys on any,
For the most part, yeah.
what do you mean for the most part?
Well, you go to the beach to walk around and play in the sand, so, yeah.
Okay, do you guys have a boat?
Yes.
Were you on a boat as well?
Not me specifically, I was mostly on foot.
And, but did you know go at that location that day?
Yes, I was actually parked on the beach right next to Daniel.
Okay, you stayed at Daniel, who's Daniel?
Would be the sitting right across from me, right there.
Could
Daniel Gomez.
you tell us what he's wearing?
So it looks like we have now a white long sleeve button up today.
In your honor, please kindly the record reflect that, so that I identify Mr. Gomez.
The record should so reflect.
Thank you. And how was it, Mr. Gomez?
So Mr. Gomez shows up, to the beach a lot. That's how I know Mr. Gomez.
Okay, and did something happen between you and Mr. Gomez on May 27, 2026 that brings you into court today?
Yes.
What happened that brings you here?
So on that specific day, I got pistol whipped across my face.
Okay, let's go a little bit before that. Was there an altercation that occurred before that with Mr. Gomez?
There was an altercation between Mr. Gomez and Ashley.
Okay, who's Ashley to you?
So Ashley's a girlfriend.
Okay, and then did you witness this altercation?
I was not aware of it until Ashley told me.
Okay, so you were provided information by Ashley,
Correct.
and based on that information, what did you do?
I asked Mr. Gomez why
he's trying to start an altercation between me and Ashley.
And where were you and Mr. Gomez?
So I was standing in between the boats.
And does Mr. Gomez?
The water, I was standing in the water next to my boat.
Okay, and then did Mr. Gomez have a boat?
Yes,
And where was his boat in relation to yours?
so he was parked right next to me.
Okay, and then you say you were standing in between the boats?
Correct, well, in the water next to mine.
Okay. And where was Mr. Gomez?
At that specific time, he was on his boat.
Okay, and then you stated earlier that you asked him, what did you ask him?
I asked him why he was trying to start an altercation between me and Ashley.
Okay, and what happened after that?
So at this point, Dean was already on his boat. But that's when he pulled out his pistol and lets 2, maybe 3 rounds go, and then reaches over the side of the boat and pistol whips me with what I believe is a 9mm Glock, all action.
And did you see where Mr. Gomez pulled his gun from?
What was the question?
Did you see where he got the gun from? Was it on a chair? Was it in?
It was underneath the steering wheel of his boat.
Okay, could you describe it? Do you recall what it looks like?
It was black. I don't know. It looked real similar to a 9mm Glock of what police officers carry on their head.
Okay, and then you stated, did Mr. Gomez say anything to you?
So Mr. Gomez, kept talking, yelling at Ashley.
And where was Ashley?
So Ashley was on the boat recording everything that happened.
And at what point did she start recording?
If you know.
Oh, so she's,
So, this might possibly be watching, if we could just take care of that real quick, because they're not supposed to be.
We're watching where?
Okay, I apologize. So you
can you repeat
stated,
the question?
where was Ashley?
Well, no, you asked when did Ashley start recording, if you know?
So Ashley started recording when I told her to, and that was immediately after he had let 2 rounds off in pistol with me.
So none of that was on the recording.
So the recording starts immediately after.
Okay.
Okay,
Immediately after, because I looked right at her and said, start recording.
okay, so she's on your boat?
She's standing on my boat, on the phone with the Grosio Police Department as she's recording. Both at the same time.
And do you recall, where was this firearm pointed? Where was it being pointed when it was let out, or let off?
So it was being pointed towards the beach.
Who was on the beach, if anybody?
So there were the 3 little girls, and then 2 of his other passengers were all running on the beach, so they were already on the beach.
Okay, and how many did you hear go off?
2, potentially 3. Before he reached over the side of his boat, pistol with me.
Okay, and then what side of your face, or where were you pistol with?
On the left side of my face.
And how many times?
Right around the temple,
Okay, and how many times were you pistol with?
1 time.
And was there any injuries or blood stuff because of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's swelled up. It swelled up. It hurt to open my jaw for a little bit, but that was it.
Okay, and would you recognize the injury you saw today?
Yeah,
Sure. Judge, may I share my screen? And I had one of
You may.
Why don't we just do the breakout room? And Mr. Johnson, if you could just turn around. And people's proposed exhibit number 1, do you recognize what's been put on the screen?
Yeah, so that was right after it happened. We were actually still at the beach for that picture.
Okay. And is this the injury that you're referring to on your temple?
Yes.
Outside?
Yes,
Does it appear to be an accurate depiction of the injury that you got in this incident?
yes.
And does it appear to be changed, altered, manipulated in any sort of way?
No, not at all.
I will be moving to the people's proposed.
Any objection?
No objection.
People's one is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay, when this occurred, did you have any weapons?
No, ma'am.
And did you seek any medical attention?
So when I got examined at the Metro Parks, when the ambulance came, they asked me a few questions on if I had felt dizzy or blurriness of vision, and I had answered no to those. So that was their main concern, that and a concussion. There was no signs of that.
Okay, and were the police called
Yes.
and did they arrive?
Oh, yeah, yes, they were there at the dock waiting for me.
Okay, and then did you speak to the police?
Yes, it
Did you let them know what happened?
was the officer, one of the first ones at the dock.
Okay, and, nothing further.
Cross?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, Mr. Jonathan, you've known my client for quite a number of years, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Because you dated his girlfriend, correct?
He's technically dating my ex-girlfriend.
So, to say that you hang out at the beach with him, that's kind of a misrepresentation of that relationship, isn't it?
So Mr. Gomez has been going to the beach for many years, just like he and many other people.
Okay, but you've known each other outside of that because he dated your girlfriend, or you stayed with.
No, I only see him and out at the beach. We don't hang out.
Okay,
I don't call him to go get dinner or.
okay. And you're aware that my client's a 100% disabled military vet, right?
Yes.
Okay. And is it true my client fired one shot?
From what I recall, it was 2, possibly 3.
How much did you have to drink that day, sir?
I think I was drinking water that night.
You were not consuming alcohol.
No, I had my children with me.
So you're claiming that my client was starting something with your current girlfriend,
Yes.
and you
Well, he had his passenger come say something to my girlfriend. He couldn't do it himself.
and you just calmly said, please stop doing that?
Well, I asked him why, I asked him if he thought he was gonna tell her something she didn't know.
Is it true you were very belligerent?
No, because, I mean, unless water gets you belligerent, like,
Okay. All right, so you claim my client fired 1, maybe 2 rounds, 2, 3 maybe rounds.
not claiming that's what I heard before I got pistol whipped.
Okay. After you were supposedly pistol whipped, what did you do?
I told my girlfriend to start recording so that Daniel could make the news.
And did she record you assaulting my client's passenger in his boat?
No.
And did she record you?
She was
And
never.
I'm sorry, I'm asking you a question.
Okay, guys. Wait. Sounds like you're telling me. Wait a second. You can't talk over him.
What do you
Do
say?
you understand what I'm telling you? Listen to me very carefully, please.
Yes.
He's gonna ask questions. You're gonna supply the answers. If you don't know the answer, you tell them. If you don't remember, you tell them. Okay, so let's back up.
Yeah, what's
But
the
when
specific question?
hang on a second. When I start talking, even if you are, you stop. You understand what I'm telling you?
Okay.
All right. Repeat your last question.
Isn't it true that your girlfriend recorded you assaulting the passenger as she was in a boat?
Object to that question, him assaulting a passenger.
Give me the time frame. Was this before or after the incident?
I'm saying what was recorded after the incident. Did you review the
Wait a
recording?
minute, wait, don't just start asking the same question.
That's fine.
Wait a minute. Guys, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you what you guys can ask and what you can answer,
Okay.
okay? I'm gonna allow that one question. Was there any indication that you were assaulting the passenger in Mr. Gomez's boat on the video that was taken by your girlfriend? Yes or no?
No.
Ask your next question.
The video that your girlfriend took. It was supposedly after the shots were fired, right?
It was immediately after.
So it was after. Okay. And after these alleged shots were fired, you kept approaching Mr. Gomez's boat. Is that correct?
No. I was standing in between our boats. I was already there. He had a pistol with me. He reached over the side of his boat with a pistol with me. So I was already standing right next to my boat, which was in between the two boats.
Did you back up? Did you leave?
I took his anchor, set it on his boat, and pushed him off because he had a pistol.
So you were so scared of him, you didn't retreat, but you kept talking to him, and then you went over and unmoved his
After I
boat.
realized-
I'm sorry, I'm asking you.
Wait a second. That was multiple questions inside of that. That was a compound question that was going to fourth base. And you don't have the right to interrupt him, sir. Please listen to me. I want you to look at me now. He might be asking questions you don't like or don't want to answer. Don't interrupt him. You show some respect to the witness too.
Thank you.
We're going to start with that question again, and you're going to,
I feel like he's not asking a single question.
sir, if there's an objection to be made, the prosecutor is going to object.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll rule on him. You're not the judge in here. You're not the prosecutor in here. You're not the lawyers in here.
Okay.
Just let him finish the question and answer unless I tell you you're not to. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's make it a more simple question rather than going into hypotheticals with 3 or 4 questions inside of one. Go ahead.
So after these shots were allegedly fired, you didn't retreat, did you? It's a yes or no question.
No, because I was already standing next to my boat.
So you didn't retreat.
I was
Okay,
already there.
all right. So you didn't back off. Isn't it true, Mike?
minute, did
That's
you
not a
answer?
question. I'll withdraw that question. How many times did my client ask you to back away from him
Never,
prior to discharging the fire?
never. I kept hearing Lauren Winston is what I remember hearing before I got pistol whipped.
He never warned you.
No.
Okay. Your girlfriend starts recording the incident, right?
We've covered this. Wait a minute, slow down. We've covered this. Almost immediately after the gentleman, according to his testimony, your client fired 2 or 3 shots and then pistol whipped him. He told his girlfriend to start recording and she did.
I was going back to give him context somewhere. My next question was going to Judge, but I apologize. I'll cut to the chase. So after you didn't retreat,
You said that.
you took his anchor up and unanchored him and pushed him into the water, right?
Correct.
Let me-
No, you're.
You can step down. Call your next witness. Move the bind over.
Yes.
You agree it's a fact question?
Your Honor, I just want to make a statement here. If on the story, if we're to believe that the complaining witness story, that he had multiple shots fired, like, you know, whether it's one or three, the fact that he didn't back up and he continued the encounter shows frankly psychotic behavior.
All right, but that's a question of fact for the jury. I find that the elements of the crimes as charged, felonious assault and felony firearm were committed. There's no reason for me to make any findings on count 3. I'm going to bind the defendant over for further proceedings. The AOI date he's posted his bond of 20,000, 10% will be at 9 a.m. on July the 14th. Counsel, Mrs. Morrow, do you have any objection to the continuation of the bond?
Your Honor, I was going to ask to have the tether removed based on what we heard. I mean, I think there's at least a serious question of fact as to who's the actual aggressor.
But I would object to remove.
I keep the tether on. Bond conditions are continued. Nice to have you here. July 14th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Are we done for the morning?
The Graziano still has one.
Do a vessel?
President.
Oh, is it not my?
Well, I've got to get out. I need to get out of here a little bit.
You can call and see Rosetto.
Because if not, you can go do a lunch. Take care, Mr. McGowan.
Yeah, you ready?
Your Honor, can I talk to you, in Chambers about something completely unrelated to this case?
Nothing to do with this case?
Nothing whatsoever to do with this case.
Go to lunch.
Sure,
Do you have a moment?
sure. You,
I'll be up in the hall.
you know I would never talk to him about a case, right? Okay,
Graziano did the same.
okay. Come on in real quick.
See you guys at 1.
Just follow her. Right to the right there. Yep.
In today's courtroom, what began as a routine domestic violence sentencing quickly turned into one of the most emotional moments you'll ever see. A father stood before the judge after pleading guilty to attempted domestic violence involving his 17-year-old daughter. His attorney asked the court to remove the no-contact order because the daughter wanted to reconnect with her father. But before making any decision, the judge insisted on hearing directly from the teenager. When she appeared on Zoom, the conversation took an unexpected turn. Instead of focusing only on the legal case, the judge began asking about her education. She admitted she had missed nearly 2 months of school after moving in with her mother, and her grades had suffered. The judge then delivered a powerful life lesson. He explained that graduating from high school is essential for building a successful future and warned that dropping out could lead to years of hardship. At the same time, he made it absolutely clear that nothing justified the father's actions. Violence against a child was unacceptable, regardless of the circumstances. But the judge also reminded the daughter that respect, responsibility, and education are equally important. He encouraged both father and daughter to rebuild their relationship while learning from the painful mistakes that brought them into the courtroom. In the end, the judge placed the father on probation, lifted the no-contact restriction under strict conditions, and expressed hope that this family could move forward together. Rather than simply handing down a sentence, the judge used the courtroom as a place to teach accountability, forgiveness, and the importance of creating a better future. This case serves as a reminder that sometimes the most memorable moments in court aren't about punishment. They're about giving people a chance to change.